Hogwarts Legacy released last month to almost universal acclaim. Players and reviewers praised the game's vast open world, the immersion of being a student at Hogwarts, and the incredible attention to detail. However, there is a feature that the game is missing, and fans are constantly asking for its implementation: dating and romance. My name is Sliver, and in this video we'll go through the pros and cons of adding dating to the game and discuss whether there is a chance for romance to be added to Hogwarts Legacy in a later expansion or DLC. Ongoing controversy with J.K. Rowling. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Everyone knows about the controversy and backlash received by Rowling for making transphobic comments. This led to a rather unsuccessful boycott attempt for Hogwarts Legacy. Even though the attempt failed, the addition of dating would very likely refuel this drama, and it's difficult to predict which way the argument will go this time. Do the developers want to take this risk? We'll see. The devs added a trans character. This proves their courage. You can't say that the developers were afraid of stirring up the controversy surrounding J.K. Rowling. As a bold and, in my opinion, very respectable move, they added the very first openly transgender character into the Harry Potter universe. What's more, Sirona isn't even a minor character. They play a small but crucial role in the main storyline of the game. At this point, the question is not whether developers are brave enough to add romance. I'm pretty sure that even with the possible community backlash, they do have the balls to do it.
I said, my friend is busy.
Overwhelming demand for adding dating with a legit basis. Even well after the release of Hogwarts Legacy, posts demanding the addition of the feature pop up on the internet on a daily basis, and some of the arguments made by these players are pretty solid. In one of my recent videos we discussed those in detail, so feel free to watch that if you're interested. In short, many players are convinced that the game simply has to include romance because the novels, the films, and even the regular teenager's life isn't complete without it. And this is a fair point. Still, we're talking about teenagers, and romance is difficult to depict. Romance is difficult enough to implement in games about adults, not to mention teenagers. If romance gets added, what is too much and what's still acceptable? Should couples be able to kiss, or only hug or hold hands? What about non-heterosexual romance? I can guarantee that wherever the developers draw the line, people are going to endlessly complain about it. Also, it's much more difficult to get right in games rather than movies. Since the story isn't linear, you're supposed to have choices in games, and this makes it so that not all story arcs are equally good. Romance interests are already present. Many commenters suggested that an upcoming DLC can easily add romance now that we have established a few potential romance options like Sebastian Sallow or Natty on Eye. Some even mentioned Professor Sharp or Professor Garlic, although that would be very controversial to say the least. Nevertheless, it is true that potential love interests are already present in the game. That might feel awkward. Even though it sounds evident to promote Sebastian or Natty to a love interest, their storylines are more or less already finished. It might feel a bit weird for them to suddenly have feelings for the player character now that their main story is over. Doesn't sound genuine at all, does it? What is your take on this rather controversial topic? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, feel free to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot. Thanks.